averages on the year. Schuyler comes in averaging 60, controlled by Bolin. Steve Bolin for Wahoo. Gets the basketball off to the side to Johnson. Johnson out to Ryan Eady. Eady to Bolin. They'll look to get the basketball inside. Here's Glock at the free throw line. Has it stripped away. Schuyler's going to take the basketball away. The first trip down. Nice reach in there and a steal by Scott Peterson, the coach's son for Schuyler. Shovels it off to Jeff Gall. Gall around the corner to Kildare. Kildare with a three-point try to start things off. Bangs it out of there. Rebound Johnston for the Warriors. And I better be careful. They're both Warriors again. It's been a Warrior week. We'll call it Schuyler and Wahoo throughout. Bolin with the basketball off to Johnson. Gives inside Hoffman. The ball nearly taken away again. And Wahoo recovers. Bolin on the baseline. Deals it inside to Hoffman. Down underneath to Glock. First shot of the game for Jason Glock is a basket. Results in a hoop. Good passing from Bolin down in underneath to Hoffman. He dealt the basketball off to Glock. Easy basket. And a little bit of a press from Wahoo. First time down for Schuyler. They break the press with a basketball. Gall out front to Morrell. Morale around the bend now. We'll get familiarized with the Schuyler players a little bit. Out front it is Vavricek in that starting lineup. Vavricek goes in the middle. Peterson, the ball's taken away by Johnston. Troy Johnston's going to try to take it the length. He'll lay it up right-handed. Can't get it, but Hoffman follows with a basket. Randy Hoffman in the right place at the right time makes it a 4-0 ball game. Wahoo on top early. In backcourt, Vavricek gives off to Kildare. And a whistle, and we've got a backcourt foul. They're going to point at Jason Glock. And wouldn't Schuyler love to get Jason Glock in early foul trouble? That's just one, though. Be quite a while before we'd call it foul trouble. Jason Glock picks up his first. That is the first team foul as well against Wahoo. First foul in the ball game. Peterson will look to inbound it to Vavricek or Gall. Gets it to Gall in backcourt. Eady picked him up. Eady has yet to touch the basketball for the Warriors. When he does, look for him to shoot from three-point range. Vavricek crosses the timeline, gives back to Gall. For Schuyler in the corner now. This is Peterson. He'll deal it inside. Morale turnaround shot is up and off there. Jason Glock rebounds it. Outlet pass to Eady. Eady slows things up off to Johnston. Three-point range left side. Now Eady passes it up the shot at three. In the side, in the middle. Glock is going to be fouled. They're going to whistle number 44. That is Jeremy Kildare. So it's Kildare, Morale, and Vavricek in the middle for Schuyler. First foul against the Schuyler Warriors. Put that one on Jeremy Kildare. 6'5". He can match up size-wise. Schuyler has pretty good size. 6'2", 6'2", and 6'5" across the front. Bolin will ship in the ball underneath the basket. Way out front to Johnson. Around to Bolin. Bolin drive down the lane. He'll put it up right-handed. Too strong. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up and in. No good. Tip try by Glock is no good. Rebound pulled down finally by Morale. And a pass up court down on the other end. Scott Peterson was all alone, whistling a foul on Johnson. That was not exactly a fast break. It's thought of more as a cherry picker. Schuyler got hold of the rebound and threw the basketball full length of the court. And Troy Johnson picked up the foul. What happened? Scott Peterson down underneath the Schuyler basket looking to get the easy one. Got the cherry picker, but Johnston hustled back, picked up the foul. Did negate the shot. Peterson will go to the line for a couple. And there's the first point of the ball game for Schuyler. As Scott Peterson drills the first free throw, it's 4-1. Wahoo on top. 5:46 left first period from the Bob Devaney Center. Second shot by Peterson up and good. 4-2 now. Glock with a basket early on and Hoffman with a basket. They will spread out the scoring for Wahoo. Eady gives to Bolin out front to Johnson into Hoffman. Baseline move. He likes this one. Bounces it up, bounces out of there. Rebound pulled down by Kildare. But Jason, who doesn't miss many, had a pretty good shot there along the baseline, about 6 foot away. It bounced out on him. Down in the other end, Peterson puts up a shot and ties the ball game. Scott Peterson ties the ball game. 4 points for Peterson. He is the leading scorer for Schuyler. Here's Eady out front. Eady passes up the three-point try, cross-court, and Wahoo's going to throw that one away. Johnston tried to cross-court pass to Bolin, but the ball hit the rim and kicked out of bounds on the opposite side of the court. We're going to see some backcourt pressure this time. Schuyler has come back from the 4-0 deficit to tie the Wahoo Warriors at 4-all. Right at the 5-minute mark now. Gall throws the ball up court, gets it to Morale. Off to the side. Here's Peterson with another try, rolls it up and out of there. Good rebound by Jason Glock. Pulled it down. Kildare was in his face. And a whistle, and the ball tipped out of bounds. Gall reached in. Jeff Gall reached in on Ryan Eady. Tipped the basketball right over by the scorer's bench. And Wahoo gets the basketball back. Glock inbounds it to Edie around the bend to Volin. Steve Volin back around to Johnson. Now here's Edie's first three-point try of the game. Unsuccessful. Hoffman with the rebound. He'll go back up and in with it. Randy Hoffman, expect him to get about 16 or 18 like that throughout the ball game. 6'4" Wahoo. And against the press, near steal by Jason Glock. Now Schuyler beats it off to Gall. Gall will bring it right side. 15-footer, pulls up and hits it. Jeff Gall with his first basket and another tie. Edie on the other end. Believe me, Coach Nick Anderson has warned us. Wahoo will not take anybody lightly in this tournament. Here's Glock in the middle. Dishes down under to Volin. Can't get the shot. Rebound pulled down by number 42. That is Morrell. And thrown out of bounds, but tipped out by Johnston. And Schuyler will get it back under their own hoop. 6 apiece halfway through the first. Peterson will inbound the basketball. Finds in the middle Kildare. Kildare turns around. Shot is off the mark. Jason Glock with another rebound. Edie brings it up court. Warriors will try to take that lead again. Glock way out front, that is. Volin down in the corner. Off to Glock at the free throw line. He'll put this one up short. Rebound down to Peterson. Still 6-6 halfway through the first. Peterson's going to take it the length. He'll lay it up, get the basket, and the lead for Schuyler at 8-6. Schuyler fans, as you might expect, extremely excited about that. Mike Dvorak and Bernie Inbody set to come in for Wahoo at the next break. Volin, baseline move, puts it up strong, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Volin. Baseline move for Volin. He went up in there, did kind of back into the Schuyler ball player. Not a bad call. 8-6, Schuyler has the lead in the basketball. And into the ball game, here comes Dvorak and Inbody. I don't have to tell you about Inbody's performance in the final few minutes last year of the ball game. Certainly he's come back to contribute one more time to this squad. This is one of the most well-balanced squads you're ever going to find, the blue and gold of Wahoo. Ball's kicked out of bounds on the inbounder, and Schuyler will get it back. Pretty good crowd down here, about 4,000 or 5,000, I would estimate. Gall dishes off in backcourt to another new ball player in there. That is Corey Stoll for Schuyler. With the basketball now, Gall again off to Stoll. Peterson. Kildare and Morrell in the game as well. Inside, this is Morrell. He'll turn it around, dish it back out to Peterson. Peterson pulls up at 10, has his shot blocked by Dvorak, but they'll call Dvorak for the travel. Nice block for Mike Dvorak. Got the basketball down, but couldn't get his feet underneath him. Took a couple of steps, and the ball's turned over. 8-6 Schuyler. They've got it under their own hoop. Peterson gives inside, and it's taken away by Inbody. Ball was tipped down by Glock and brought away by Inbody. Edie with the basketball now. Ryan has been quieted. Here's Dvorak inside Hoffman. Hoffman's going to be fouled. Pointing to number 22, that's Corey Stoll, his first foul. First foul and the second team foul is all we have now. So the basketball, nobody at the free throw line yet for Wahoo. Glock will inbound the basketball to Edie. Cross court to Inbody, around the bend back to Glock. That's a set play. They don't get the shot. Bernie with a three-point try. Throws it up off the front of the rim, but there's Randy Hoffman. One more time. He'll get the basket, and he's fouled. Randy Hoffman with excellent offensive position. Picked off the missed shot by Inbody. Put it back in. It looks like we were going to get a timeout on the floor. Let's wait and see. Timeout is going to be called by, we'll wait and see. Well, either way, it's a timeout. We'll take 60 seconds. We'll be back here. It's an 8-8 tie.
Don Peterson and Associates has insurance offices in Fremont, West Point, and Wahoo. Mike Waddle is your agent in Wahoo with an office at 543 North Linden. Let Mike Waddle show you how Don Peterson and Associates can solve your insurance problems in areas of business, life, health, home, auto, and farm. In Wahoo, call 443-3742 for Mike Waddle of Don Peterson and Associates, a locally owned independent insurance agency. Hey, when you're done watching the Wahoo Warriors steal, shoot, and score points at the state basketball tournament, get on over to Sack and Save in Wahoo and find winners in every aisle, like Wimmer's Wieners, 2.5-pound bag, only $4.99. New Farmstead Bacon is just $1.19 for the 12-ounce size, and Braunschweiger is only 59 cents a pound. You'll always find 10 to 30% off and double coupons every day at Sack and Save in Wahoo, the grocery store of champions like the Wahoo Warriors.
And back here with 2 minutes and 37 seconds to go. We are at the Bob Devaney Center. First round of Class B state basketball action. Randy Hoffman will go to the line. He has a chance to pick up point number 7 on the ball game. Jason Glock has a couple, but he's been quieted so far, and Hoffman's free throw is up and in. Lead goes back to Wahoo, 9-8. And down the sideline, we have a turnover. That'll go against Vavracek. Excellent defense by Jason Glock on that side. Just simply stood in front of him, did not take the charge, but he forced Vavracek to lose control of his footing. Called for the travel, 9-8. In-body, flips it back in. Now in-body turns it back over. They're going to say he stepped on the south sideline. 9-8, we have a very tight ball game with just a little over a couple of minutes now left in the first quarter. Very low scoring at this point. Both teams trying to get their feet on the ground, so to speak, with the basketball. Kildare off to Stowe. Out to Vavracek. Again, good size for Schuyler. They have big people inside. Kildare with a good baseline move, pulls up at 15 feet and rolls it out of there. Jason Glock with his umpteenth rebound here already in the first quarter. Gives to in-body, back to Glock. Out to Edie. Edie wanted the three-point try. Now in-body will take it from the left side. Bounces it out of there. Rebound to Hoffman one more time. Dvorak in the corner. Out to Edie. Good offensive coverage there by the Warriors from Wahoo. Lob inside. Out to Edie. Into Glock. He's in the lane. Turns it around. He'll take the 6-footer. Can't get it to fall. Rebound out to Kildare. Well, Kildare has kept a hand up in Jason Glock's face. It's been effective so far. Minute and a half to go in the first. And that's the only reason this score is close yet. Jason has not quite got untracked at this point. Here's Vavracek off to Kildare. In the corner, Peterson wanted the three-point try, passes it up. Now dishes into Kildare. Underneath Hoffman, puts it up and out of there. Rebound, brought down, out of bounds. It'll go back to Schuyler. Look, they're going to say Hoffman lost it out of bounds. Here comes Jeff Gall back in the game to replace number 40. That is Kirk Morrell. M-O-U-R-A-L. My apologies if we have the wrong pronunciation there. Lob inside with the basketball. Kildare turns it around from 6 feet. Cannot get it. Now he does. The ball bounced up. Looked like it was coming out of there. Kildare gets his first basket. It's a 10-9 ball game with Schuyler on top. In-body on the right side at three-point range. Gives to Edie. Dvorak, 10-footer left side. Passes it up. Out to in-body. He'll try another three. Bernie gets this one to fall. Well, Bernie in-body is an excellent three-point shooter. He had some trouble with the first couple of shots, but Coach Mick Anderson didn't sway him at all. He didn't say slow up. He said, keep taking them. 12-10 now. 2-point lead for Wahoo. And this game has not gotten more than 2 points one way or the other since that early 4-0 lead for Wahoo. We're in the final 40 seconds of the first period. This Thursday morning action on KHUV. With the basketball, waiting for the final shot of the quarter, and you can understand Schuyler wanting to do that. Kildare and Vavracek playing a little easy toss out there. Now across the Stowe. We'll look for Peterson, possibly. Peterson or Kildare to take this final shot. 17 seconds on the clock. In the corner. Now they dish it inside, and the ball's taken away by in-body. Throws it right back to Stowe. Stowe's going to take it down the middle. He'll throw it up right-handed. He gets it with 8 seconds to go. Corey Stowe with a basket, and down the other way at the 2-second mark. Randy Hoffman will take it. Shot goes up and off at the buzzer. First quarter is over. We have a 12-12 tie. Wahoo and Schuyler. Back in a minute.
Wahoo State Bank announces, coming soon to Hinky Dinky in Wahoo, the neighborhood bank you carry in your pocket. Wahoo State's Bank in a Box. And right now, get a free 2-liter bottle of pop with each approved Bank in the Box card application, along with the chance to win a super shopping spree at Hinky Dinky in Wahoo. The Wahoo Warriors keep up with the latest and best basketball game plans, and Wahoo State Bank keeps in step with the latest in banking with Bank in a Box. Ask Wahoo State Bank how to get yours. Member FDIC.
You're used to getting 100% effort from your Wahoo Warriors each time they play. And you're used to paying 100% of the cost on items like wallpaper. Well, not at Hoppy's Complete Decorating Center in Wahoo. Right now, through March 31st, you can get 30% off on selected wallpaper, 20% off on materials and labor. And the selection is wide with 75 books to choose your special ordered wallpaper from. Bring the spring season in with the latest in bright designs from Hoppy's Complete Decorating Center, 135 East 5th Street in downtown Wahoo.
Well, I think probably the story of the ball game in the first period is that we have not yet seen the true Jason Glock, but I will be willing to wager anything I've got, which may not be much, but I'd be willing to wager it, that Jason Glock will make an appearance here in the next 3 quarters and bring this Wahoo team back where they probably should be right now. But a good performance by Jeremy Kildare on him at this particular early stage. We start the second period. Schuyler gets the basketball from the corner, shot up and bouncing out of there. That was taken by Vavracek, rebound by Hoffman, and a whistle and a foul on Kildare. So Randy Hoffman has been the recipient of several good hits from the Schuyler team right now, and he's hung in there. 12-12, 13 seconds into the second quarter. With the basketball, Ryan Eady. Eady has gone all the way, as has Hoffman and Glock. Off the bench, Dvorak and Inbody have helped out. Here's a three-pointer by Ryan Eady. Shot up, bounces out of there. Dvorak gets the basketball back. Dvorak tried for the balls went out of bounds, by the way. Dvorak went up for the rebound, got it, had it tipped away, though, out of bounds by Kildare. Glock inbounds it to Inbody, around to Eady, back to Inbody. No, back to Glock in the lane. Now Inbody has it. Inbody and Eady, they look alike, always have. Here's a shot by Glock on the inside, hits it. Turnaround shot in the lane for Jason Glock. He has 4 now, and it's a 14-12 game. Well, I'm sure the folks in Wahoo are saying Inbody and Eady don't look a bit alike, but here's a turnover against Schuyler in backcourt. The press by Wahoo was very effective that time. Hoffman and Eady working side by side in tandem there. Forced the basketball out of bounds. Wahoo gets it back. Jason will inbound it to Inbody. Inbody swings it around to the top of the key. He's left wide open at three-point range. So is Eady from the right side. Eady gets the basketball, passes it up. Now Inbody, three-point try, left side. There he nails another one. Well, I think Schuyler has decided, look, we're going to sag in here in the middle and stop Hoffman and Glock. We'll let Bernie Inbody shoot. That's probably not a wise idea. And we have a whistle and a foul on Dvorak on the other end. Dvorak's first foul, and it's going to send Jeff Gall to the line for a couple. Our score is 17-12 right now, and Bernie Inbody has 6 of those points. Randy Hoffman 7. Jason Glock with 4 right now, and that's been your total for Wahoo. Schuyler is led right now by Peterson with 6. 6:52 left, second quarter. And the shot up and bouncing out of there for Gall. He'll miss the first one. He'll get another try. Be sure to say thanks to these Wahoo sponsors as you see them next time. Hardee's, Lindley Clothing, First National Bank of Wahoo, Max's Drugstore. We'll get to the rest of them later. Second shot is up and in by Jeff Gall. It's a 17-13 game. Inbody around a Glock in the left corner. Jason's going to try the three. Shot is up, and they'll call it free for Jason Glock. Again, Schuyler not coming out, hoping, beyond hope, that the Wahoo Warriors won't hit those outside shots. But that's maybe asking a little too much. It's 20-13 right now. Inside, turnaround shot by Morale, no good. Kipped out of there. Dvorak handles it, though. Flips it off to Eady. Eady in backcourt is going to be fouled. They're going to whistle Jeff Gall. Gall's first foul of the ball game, just reached in on Eady in backcourt. Neither team in the bonus situation yet. They'll both have 4. We'll wait and see. They might say bonus now. Yeah, they are going to bring the basketball down this end. That is going to put Wahoo in the bonus situation. And Ryan Eady at the line, an excellent free throw shooter. He has not scored in the ball game yet. Ryan will come through with 10 or 12 before it's all over. Half of those at least from that three-point range. First shot up and in, so he is on the board. 21 now to 13. Wahoo starting to make their strength difference known. Good effort in that first period by Schuyler. Don't count them out. Second shot up and in by Eady. It's always tougher to beat a team when you've beaten them badly in the first contest. 22-13 now. Eady hits them both, and a travel on the other end for Gall. So Gall's had a couple of miserable trips down the court. A foul and a travel. Here comes Zabracek. Let's see if he comes in for Gall. He is going to. Gall didn't even look up to see whether it was him coming out. He just walked to the bench. 22-13, back in the hands of Wahoo, and more precisely in the hands of Ryan Eady, son of Paul Eady, the AD here at Wahoo. Jason Glock out to Inbody. Another three-pointer for Inbody, and he pops it. Bernie Inbody. I think he likes this court. Just loves this basketball court. And a timeout by the Schuyler Warriors. 25-13. Wahoo's a little bit excited. I don't blame him. 6 minutes to go. Back in a minute.
If you're going to the state basketball tournament to root for the Warriors this weekend, the brand new Hardee's restaurant in Wahoo has a message for the boys and for you. Good luck to them on their try for championship number 3. And for you, stop in on your way to or from the games to enjoy their Fisherman's Filet Special with regular fries just $1.99 plus tax. Celebrate the great Warrior season with the newest member of the cheerleading squad, Hardee's Restaurant in Wahoo.
You can run for speed, you can run for distance, or you can run simply because you want to. You decide why, but at Lou's Sporting Goods Nebraska Sports, we'll tell you how. In Nike Air shoes made specifically for however you run. In shoes with cushioning, stability, flexibility, and lightweight design. In shoes that put performance at the top of the list. So get your feet going. Come into Lou's Sporting Goods Nebraska Sports. Put on running shoes from Nike, pick a road, and hit it. During the Spring Sports Savings Sale, hundreds of pairs of shoes marked down. And Lou's Sporting Goods has a complete spring sports gear program.
And don't forget, we'll be back here at the Devaney Center, assuming Wahoo would win now. We don't want to make any big assumptions, but 25-13 right now, assuming they would win. We'll certainly be back here for round 2, the semifinals tomorrow at 1:30 against either Lincoln Pius or Lexington. We're back to action here. Schuyler has the basketball. This is Kildare dribbling it out front now. Throws it across to Vavricek. Phil Vavricek back to Kildare. Three-point range. Kildare wants the shot, can't get it. Lob in the corner to Stoll. Stoll traveled in the corner. Another turnover against Schuyler. Wahoo will get it back. 25-13. We're in the second period of action. How about Hinky Dinky of Wahoo? Lucille's Gift Shop in downtown Wahoo and Erickson Prus Funeral Home. Don Peterson, Mike Waddle, the agents there. Don Peterson Insurance also helping to bring you this game. Here's Inbody, another try from way outside. This one won't go. With the rebound, Dvorak, he's going to be fouled from behind. Nice offensive board for Dvorak. I mentioned before the game when we talked about Mike Dvorak, he will be in the right place at the right time. He went to the same school of rebounding that Randy Hoffman went to. They pick up more rebounds by being where they belong than anybody I've ever seen in a long time. And Dvorak off the bench does a great job for the Warriors. Try to find out what he averages. 5 rebounds a ball game for Dvorak off the bench, and that is always helpful. He hits the first free throw, too. 26-13. Wahoo has now doubled it up. Remember, it was a 12-12 tie at the quarter. Second shot up and in for Dvorak. It is 27-13 now, so it's a 14, making a 15-1 run here in the second quarter. And again, Jason Glock really has joined the action scoring, but he has not taken charge. This is not a one-man team, never has been. Coach Anderson will tell you that right away, but most of the press will go to Jason Glock. Here's a foul down underneath on Dvorak. That is Dvorak's second foul. Dvorak being out on the court has given Steve Volin and Troy Johnston a break. Inbody and Dvorak have gone nearly as long or longer now in the ball game than the starters. We have not seen Scott Latham or Trent Colleen yet, but we will in this ball game. 5:09 left at the line. It's going to be Kirk Morrell. Vavricek returns to the lineup in place of Corey Stoll. Now we'll see Scott Latham. No sooner said than done. Scott Latham, the 6'7" senior in the ball game. Very slight of stature, 6'7" and well under 200 pounds, I'm sure. But he will get stronger and bigger, and some colleges might pick themselves up a good one with Latham. One thing he will have is he knows how to win. He's never lost a ball game that I know of here at Wahoo. I can't think of any of these players that ever have. When Randy Hoffman was a sophomore or so, he might have. Both shots by Morrell are up and in, by the way. Both free throws, his first 2 points of the ball game, and it's now 27-15. Wahoo. Inbody, out in the spot that he likes, passes up the shot. Now he's going to pass it up. Nearly traveled. Gives to Edie, three-pointer the other side. Ryan Edie hits his first big bomb of the ball game. Edie and Inbody. Those are two guys you don't want to leave out there. 30-15. 4:48 to go. Here's Kildare on the other end. Hits the two-pointer. Nice 17-footer for Jeremy Kildare, his 4th point of the game. 30-17. Edie one more time. Dishes off to Inbody again. This offense for the Warriors, underneath the Glock, by the way, back out to Edie. Another three-point try, and this one rolls in and out of there. Rebound this time by Vavricek. But the offense comes down and sets up pretty much the same way each time. Here's Peterson with a travel. Scott Peterson on the other end. Had a baseline move. Looked like he was going to get the basket, but traveled before he could get the basketball off the floor. 30-17, Wahoo up by 13 points. Looking every bit talented as everybody knows they are. Both teams in the bonus, by the way. Cross-court pass. Here's Inbody, three-point try, and Bernie's got number 4, and he's going to turn this maybe into a 4-point play. Fouled way out front. Bernie Inbody was probably a good 5 feet outside the three-point line. You haven't seen shooting like that since Lonnie Graver, let's put it that way. Bernie Inbody, the little junior out there, now has 12 points in the ball game, and all on three-pointers, and he's looking for number 13 right now. Bernie Inbody rises to the task down here at the Devaney Center, and throughout the season he's been a big, big help. Hits the free throw, 13 points for Inbody. It's a 34-17 game. Here's a lob down court. Vavricek pulls it in for Schuyler. 22 now to 5 in the second period. So a great second quarter for Wahoo. With the basketball, Gall dishes it inside, throws it away over the top of Latham. If you throw it over the top of Latham, you've gotten it awfully high. Latham had a hand up there. It went way up over the top of him. And the Wahoo Warriors will get it back. Schuyler wants a timeout. It's 34-17. We'll take 60 seconds.
Get out of those dull winter clothes, guys. Spring merchandise is arriving daily at Lindley's Men's Clothing in Millard and Wahoo. Select from a variety of name brands, suits, and sport coats. Lindley's also carries a wide selection of Levi's and the new Levi Dockers. Lindley's also has Dexter and Florsheim shoes for the finishing touch. Lindley's Men's Clothing, open since 1935, is friendly and knows what the younger and mature man wants for fashion. Lindley's Men's Clothing in Wahoo and 139th and Q in Millard. Open Monday through Saturday, Thursdays till 8.
First National Bank of Wahoo congratulates the Newman girls and the Warrior boys district championship teams on earning trips to the state tournament. State is the most exciting time of year for basketball fans as they cheer their teams to victory. First National Bank of Wahoo is excited too. They just opened their new automated teller machine for your convenience. If you're in need of cash, stop at the new ATM located right on Highway 77. As you drive through Wahoo, take care of your financial needs and head for the game. Member FDIC.
And we're back to finish the final half of the first half, which means 4 minutes are left in the second quarter. I went about that the long way, I guess. 34-17. Scott Latham with the basketball lobs inside to Hoffman. Turnaround shot is blocked, but they're going to call a foul on Kirk Morrell. You know, I have a feeling, I've just got this funny feeling down inside that that's not the pronunciation, M-O-U-R-A-L, but it's the best I can do right now. Yeah, Morrell, that's what the announcer says behind me, so maybe he knows better. Kirk Morrell, though, with the foul. And that on Morrell is number 1. We'll call it number 2. The scoreboard says number 2. I stand corrected again. 34-17, and Hoffman's free throw up off the front of the rim. That's the first free throw that Wahoo has missed, according to my stats here. Hoffman has 7 in the ballgame. He got the Warriors off to a good start in that first period. Has yet to score in the second. He'll have another try. This one hit. 8 points now for Randy Hoffman. And a 35-17 Wahoo lead. Scott Peterson with the basketball. Deals it off to Kildare in the corner. Inside Morrell. Shot up the glass. No good. Whistle and a foul either on Edie or Latham. I think Latham was who we're going to see. Let's wait and find out here. Latham at 6'7" just put a hand in there and must have grabbed the wrist on the shot. They're going to send Morrell to the line. It is on Scott Latham, number 1. Kirk Morrell. Now the announcer changed his own pronunciation, so I don't think he's sure either. And with 3:32 left in the second period, Morrell hits the first free throw. He will get another try. He's 3 for 3 at the line. The only points that Morrell has in the ballgame have come from the line, and now number 4. 35-18. This game is shaping up more now like you might have expected. Wahoo, the question is, are they going to reach 50 before halftime after the slow start? Latham at three-point range, deals it out to Inbody. He left Inbody alone again. Now inside to Glock, back out to Latham, around to Inbody. He'll take another 3. Shot up and rolls out of there. Rebound brought down by Morrell. So Inbody, after missing the first 2 and hitting the next 3, has missed 2 more. So he's 3 out of 7. But that's pretty effective from three-point range. He certainly has boosted this Warrior team to the lead. Wahoo Warriors, I should say. Kildare bounces off Hoffman. Inside to Morrell, back to Peterson, now to Kildare. Kildare down the middle, and a block by Latham that time. Schuyler gets the basketball back. Vavricek in the corner to Kildare. He'll try the 3 from the right side. Way off the mark. Hoffman pulls down the rebound. He's going to be fouled by Morrell. That's Morrell's 3rd foul. And Coach Anderson calls his squad over to the sidelines before they shoot this. They'll walk to the other end, and Randy Hoffman will have a pair of free throws if he can hit the first one. 1-and-1 situation. Well, some more Wahoo businesses supporting us this morning. How about Sack and Save in Wahoo? Wahoo State Bank, Hoppy's Complete Decorating Center in downtown Wahoo, and Lou's Sporting Goods, Nebraska Sports from Fremont, also joining in. They're always busy with the area athletes and area coaches, working with them on all their needs. Randy Hoffman hits the first free throw. He'll get another try. So thanks to all of them, and also thanks to you businesses that joined in on saluting the Wahoo Warriors, coming down here for the third consecutive year trying for a championship. We appreciate your help. Second shot is up by Hoffman, bounces out of there. Rebound brought down by Gall for Schuyler. Up court to Peterson. Peterson has been quieted, loses the basketball out of bounds. They'll call the foul on Bernie Inbody, though. They're going to say Bernie was blocking. 36-19, 2:41 to go on an early Thursday morning, kind of a dreary morning outside as we came down here. A lot of slow traffic moving this direction from... Rebound brought down by Kildare. Up court to Peterson. Peterson's going to take it in. He'll lay the basket up, and he's fouled by Inbody. Bernie Inbody picked up his third foul, and Scott Peterson with 2 quick points there and a chance at 3. This could be a 39-25 ball game if Peterson can convert here. You will recall the Warriors were up by about 19 or 20, and then a big shot at near the end by Kildare for 3 points, and now the possible 3-point play by Peterson will cut that gap by 6 very, very quickly. But Peterson so far in the ball game just 2 for 4 at the line. We'll see what he does here. Shot up, he hits it. 39-25, a 14-point game. Still a long ways away from winning it, but Wahoo looks relatively in control right now. Dvorak also starts the second half, so Steve Volin still off the or on the bench. Glock turns it around from 3 feet, misses the shot, but he's fouled. There was a reason for it. Kildare picks up foul number 3. In no way has the performance of Jason Glock today been what you'd expect, but also in no way has he had a bad performance. A very, very solid performance. When Jason Glock is not on, Jason knows enough to feed the ball to other people, and you notice that Bernie Inbody on the outside has had the big ball game, and that's because they're really backing in on Jason. Shot up and out of there. Jason missed the free throw. That doesn't happen often, though. Again, Jason doesn't need anybody to alibi for him. What a great, great season. If he's not the basketball player of the year in Nebraska, I don't know who is. Second free throw up and out of there, though, also. 39-25. He does have some competition for that award. Mike Mueller from Columbus would probably have something to say about it, as would Yost from East and a couple others I can think of, but my pick is Glock. Schuyler with the basketball. Kildare gives it down to Vavricek in the corner. Vavricek's shot is up. Wahoo's been quieted, and now Vavricek gets his first basket. It's a 39-27 ball game. That's a 6-point run now, or an 8-point run. Randy Hoffman puts it up. Can't get the shot, whistle and a foul. They'll call it on Hoffman. So Randy Hoffman picks up his first foul in the ball game. And Schuyler gets it back. This score was 39-19 at one point, 39-27 now, so an 8-0 run by Schuyler. Credit Coach Peterson of Schuyler for keeping his ball club, keeping their attention where it belongs. Morale off to Gall, in the middle to Kildare. Kildare pulls it up, dishes off to Morale. Morale back to Gall, off to Kildare. He'll try the 3 from way outside, and he nails it. So Kildare makes it an 11-point run now, and the score is 39-20, 39-30 make it. A 9-point game. Dvorak off to Edie into Glock. Jason turns it around right side and quiets the crowd with a bucket. That quieted the Schuyler crowd. He'll go to the line. He's fouled as well, so it's 41-30. That was an excellent move by Jason Glock there. A little turnaround actually behind the basket. Had to shift the hands in midair, move them out in front of the basket, drilled the hoop from about 5 or so feet. And the foul was called on Scott Peterson, his third. One shot for Jason to try to pick up his 14th point of the game, and he gets it. Missed a couple of free throws, but comes back quickly to get the 3. 42-30. 6 minutes left, third period. We are KHUV and KFMT, and we're glad you're with us this morning. I'm Ted Venema, by the way. Brian Eaton probably kicking himself. He'd love to be here with me. Not possible. He'll be here in the finals if possible. Dvorak with a steal for Wahoo. Schuyler got a little bit slow with the basketball, moving it around, and Mike Dvorak made him pay. Here's Inbody with the ball inside to Hoffman. Turns it around from 6. Randy a little strong on that shot, pulled down by Kildare. Still 42-30. Again, if the Warriors do advance, Wahoo I'm speaking of, we'll be with them tomorrow at 1:30 against the winner of Lexington and Pius. And here's Peterson with the basketball inside Kildare from 5 feet, turns it around, and Kildare is making a move with a hoop. 42-32 right now, a 10-point game. And 12 points for Jeremy Kildare. In body, out front to Edie. Tries to lob inside, can't get it to Glock. Now he does. Into Jason, turn around, point blank range. Throws it up off the rim, it won't go. But the rebound once again pulled down by Mike Dvorak. Lob inside Hoffman, down the lane. Hoffman loses it, Jason Glock recovers. No, they'll say it was tipped out of bounds now by Schuyler. 42-32. Credit to Schuyler Warriors. They have fought back very gamely in this one. And this will serve to help the Wahoo Warriors keep their attention for these 3 games. Here's a give inside. Jason Glock tries the same move. This time it goes. Missed it a moment ago, and I think he just simply told his teammates, you give me that ball back because I can hit that shot. 12 out of 13. I just missed the 13th one, but 44-32. Glock now with 16 points, the leading scorer in the game. So that didn't take long. In the corner, Peterson with the basketball. Lobs it inside Kildare. Kildare shot up and in. He's going to be fouled by Dvorak. So Kildare now with 7 points in the second half. He has 14 on the ball game. Jeremy Kildare is this is important, he's a 6'5 sophomore. A 6'5 sophomore. I mention that because you got to remember this guy's name for the next couple of years. Very impressive. He can shoot the basketball from 22 feet out. He's had a couple of those. Certainly can shoot the ball inside. And he plays pretty good defense on Jason Glock. Dvorak comes over to sit down. Back into the ball game, Scott Latham. So we haven't seen Johnston or Steve Volin since early part of the game. Free throw up and out of there by Kildare. Rebound brought down by Hoffman. Ryan Edie with the basketball, a 10-point game. And Edie gives it to Inbody. Lob inside Glock. He's at point-blank range. You're not going to stop Jason Glock there. 2 more for Glock, 18 now in the contest. Schuyler would be glad to hold him anywhere down around 30. He got him for 52 the last time these teams met. Here's a 3-point try for Kildare. Up off the front of the rim. Rebound Peterson. Takes it in right-handed. Can't get the ball to fall. Tip try no good by Kildare. Brought down by Latham. Here's a lead pass up court. Glock underneath, a beauty to Hoffman, and a whistle and a foul on Peterson. Number 4 on Scott Peterson. What a beautiful pass that was. The first pass went from Ryan Edie up court to Jason Glock. Jason in midair touched the ball maybe for a 1/10 of a second, tipped it forward to Hoffman. He was fouled. We've got a timeout on the court taken by the Schuyler Warriors. And the score here, 46-34 Wahoo. Back in a minute.
Hey, when you're done watching the Wahoo Warriors steal, shoot, and score points at the state basketball tournament, get on over to Sack and Save in Wahoo and find winners in every aisle. Like
36-34 if you're just tuning in to us here. KHUB, KFMT right now. It's supposed to be getting a little bit nicer outside. I haven't heard the latest word. Right now, Randy Hoffman takes an inbound pass. Can't get the shot to fall. Rebound brought down. A whistle and a foul. No, travel call. And they'll give the basketball to Schuyler. Schuyler had it anyway. And credit to Schuyler Warriors. They've cut this gap to 12 right now with 3:48 to go. There were many who thought they wouldn't be within 30 or 40 at this point. They've done a very, very nice job. With the basketball, Jeff Gall gives it to Vavracek. Off to Kildare one more time. He's been figuring in the corner, Peterson. Peterson fires up a 3-point shot. It bounces around and won't fall. Rebound to Latham to a Glock. Went up over the top of Latham. Jason pulled that in off to Edie. Ryan Edie dishes in the corner. Lob pass inside. It's going to be tipped up. Nearly went in the basket. Nobody would have gotten credit for that. Gall comes down with the rebound for Schuyler. Corey Stull set to come in the game for the Warriors from Schuyler. Vavracek playing catch with Gall out front. Back and forth between Vavracek and Gall. Now they get it to Kildare. In the corner to Peterson. Back to Kildare. Kildare's picked up by Edie way out front. And it's man-to-man coverage for Edie on the big guy Kildare. Lob inside. The ball's going to be flipped out of bounds. They'll give it back to Schuyler. Thought there was a hack on that play. Coach Peterson questions the official, but to no avail. Didn't question it much. Peterson comes out. That's Scott Peterson coming out of the ball game and in to replace him, as we mentioned, Corey Stull. Vavracek inbounds the ball in the middle. Zone defense. A little zone and one here for... Let's see what kind of zone they're setting up in. Jason Glock in the middle with Latham, Hoffman, and Glock in there. That is a sizable lineup for the Warriors. Schuyler tries to beat it here and can't do it right now. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third. Still 46-34. Stoll dishes back out to Vavracek. They want to lob it into Kildare, but he's being stopped by that zone inside. Now a shot from way outside, up and out of there, and near foul by Kildare. Didn't get called. Rebound out to Wahoo, though. Glock, 15-footer on the right side, bounces in and out of there. Guess who picks up the rebound for the basket? Once again, Randy Hoffman. He has 11 in the contest now. And a bunch of rebounds to go along. 48-34. Off in the right-hand corner, this is Gall. Back out to Stoll now. To Morale. Off to Stoll. Here's Stoll, three-point try way outside. Throws up an air ball. Morale tries to save it. He does with a beauty inside. What a play that was. A little bit of luck involved there, but they'll take it any way they can get it. A minute 51 to go. They threw the basketball back in. I did not see who hit the basket. Jason Glock, I believe, underneath, and he's fouled. On the other end, Wahoo answers very quickly with Jason Glock. He's fouled after he gets his 20th point in the game. But the basket on the other end, Morale had to dive out of bounds, flipped it back in, sight unseen, right to Vavricek under the basket. He laid it in. 50-36 our score. And Troy Johnston ready to come back in for Wahoo. He'll replace Bernie Inbody. Inbody gets a nice applause. Nice applause from the Wahoo fans and the Schuyler fans as well. 14-point game. Jason Glock with a chance to make it 15. Rolls the basketball in there. 21 points. He had 10 in the second half. He had 11 in the first. He had 10 in the third quarter, actually. Little backcourt pressure, beaten by Schuyler. 51-36. Morale with the basketball in the corner to Vavricek. Back to Peterson. Quickly inside Morale. Turns it around. Blocked from behind by Latham. Beautiful block by Scott Latham. Coming down with the basketball is Edie. Edie's gone the entire route. Has been quiet offensively. Just the 5 points, excuse me. And a tussle for the ball in the corner, travel call. I think it's going to go against Scott Latham. He tried to pick the basketball up. Could not control it, move the feet. A minute 22 to go in the third quarter. And well in control right now, 51-36. A steal by Jason Glock on the other end, whistle and a foul, and they'll call Corey Stoll for the foul. And no bonus situation, I don't believe yet. We'll wait and see. Are they going to call bonus? That might be it. They are going to send Jason Glock to the line. Corey Stoll picks up his second foul. And Jason Glock will go to the line for the 1-and-1. 51-36. I started to say what a comfortable lead this was. Somewhere along this line, this is right where Wahoo was trailing Lincoln Pius at the same point a year ago. Glock hits the first free throw. 22 now in the game. Jeff Gall replaces Phil Vavricek for Schuyler. Schuyler, if they would lose this, and again, I'm not counting them out yet, if they would lose it, they'd fall to 11-11 on the season. While Wahoo looks to go 24-0. Glock's second shot is up, rims out of there. So he's missed 1, 2, 3 free throws tonight. This morning, I guess. It's early morning. 52-36, a minute 11 to go in the third. Peterson out to Gall, around to Kildare. Back to Gall, and across court to Stoll. Stoll tries to lob it inside, gets it into Morale. Back out to Kildare. Kildare pulls up at the top of the key, would like to shoot this. Dribbles between the legs, lobs inside, right into the hands of Jason Glock. Jason's going to throw it up court, throws it back into the hands of Schuyler. So a turnover that time. And Stoll with the basketball. After the turnover, he gets it right back. Peterson drives down the middle, 10-footer, puts it up right-handed, can't get it. Rebound, though, by Gall, puts it up and misses his tip try. And Latham, I believe, on the foul. He's going to send Gall to the line for a couple with 38 seconds to go. Steve Voline set to come back in. And the foul is going to be whistled on number 43. That is Latham. Foul number 2 on Latham. At the line, this is Gall for the two-shotter, I believe. Yes, they are going to give him 2. First shot for Gall is up and in. He now has 4 points on the contest. 52-37. New ball player ready to enter now for Schuyler. That's going to be Jamie Westerber. Jamie Westerber, as the second free throw is good as well for Gall. He'll replace Peterson. Westerber does. 52-38. And Wahoo will undoubtedly play for the final shot here in the third quarter. Latham around to Voline. Voline tried to lob it inside, taken away though, whistle and a foul on Voline. Voline lobbed the ball. He wanted to get it inside to Jason Glock. He could not do that, and when it was taken away, why, Steve answered with a little frustration, reached out to try to keep the Schuyler ball player, Kirk Morrell, from taking it the length of the court, reached out and grabbed him. Not an intentional foul, just hooked him a little bit. 52-38. So with 26 seconds to go, Morrell will try to cut that gap to 12 if he can. 1-1. Both teams in the bonus. In the ball game now for Schuyler, Todd Carnath, the 6-foot sophomore. Todd Carnath. And the shot up and out of there by Morrell. He missed it. Rebound, though, Voline. He got a little measure of satisfaction with that rebound. 21 seconds here in the third period. Edie moves the basketball right side. Now he's stopped out front, gives off to Voline. In the corner to Latham. Latham down to Johnston. Johnston, lob pass inside. Glock. Nobody's going to stop that one. Jason Glock gets another hoop. He is so tough on the inside. He leaps so well. Down the right side, Carnath from three-point range. Tries it at the buzzer, can't get it to fall. It's a 54-38 ball game after 3 periods. We'll be back here in 60 seconds. Don't give up on that guy. He's such a class act. Win, lose, or draw. With the basketball, Schuyler, Peterson takes it down the middle, gives a little head fake. Nobody goes for it, but Peterson hits the basket anyway. He has 11 now in the ball game. Averages 15 on the year. 54-40. Troy Johnston off to in-body, lob inside Glock. Glock turns it around, throws it up short, gets his own rebound, puts the second shot up. We'll wait and see who the foul is going to be called on. Jason Glock apparently will go to the line. And Jason, interestingly enough, had 24 points in the ballgame, 13 in that third period of the 15 points that Wahoo put up. So Jason was very, very busy in the third quarter. By the way, for 16 points in that period for Schuyler, so they outscored Wahoo in the third quarter. Shot up by Glock and in. He now has 25 in this contest. 55-40. Jason will get another try and gets this one to fall as well. 56-40, a 16-point game. Schuyler with a much, much better performance than they had against the Warriors a few weeks ago. Peterson tries to shoot it down underneath to Vavricek. Now does. Vavricek turns it around and puts up a nice basket. He has 6 in the ball game. 56-42. Edie with the basketball gets a pick from Johnston. Man-to-man coverage for Schuyler. They're trying to pick off the basketball as many times as they can, and you're not going to do that from Ryan Edie too many times. Edie has the basketball out to in-body. In-body, drives down the middle, puts up the right-hand shot. No good, but Jason Glock with the rebound, and that's perfect. Glock now with 2 more. 28 points in the ball game for Glock. Here's Vavricek again on the other side. Throws one up off the glass. No good. Rebound brought down by Vavricek, though, on the other side of the court. Good hustle. Here's Kildare. Throws up a three-pointer. We have a whistle away from the ball. They're going to call Ryan Edie for a foul. And Ryan Edie picks up his first foul of the ball game. 28 points for Jason Glock after 2, only having 2 in the first period. So 26 in the middle 2 quarters. And with a little help here to start the fourth. Bernie Inbody will come out of the ball game, and Mike Dvorak goes back in. Jason Glock instructs him on what defense we're in. 6:45 to go, a 58-42 game. Again, say thanks to all the good Wahoo sponsors, and Louis Sporting Goods, by the way, from Fremont helping out here as well. Say thanks to those people. They make sure that it's convenient for you to make the trip if you like, tape the game and hear it later as many times as you like, or stay home and listen. Shot up and in by Kildare, so Kildare drops both of them. And he now has 16 on the ball game. He's the high point man for Schuyler. 58-44. Ball's tipped out of bounds. It'll go back to the Warriors. Interestingly enough, it went out of bounds right at the spot that Bernie Inbody hit the big bucket from a year ago. I doubt if I'll ever forget that when Jason Glock will inbound it. 14-point game out to Hoffman way out front. Hoffman gives it back to Edie. Picked up by Gall. Turns it around, gives to Dvorak. Inside Glock, point blank basket. I tell you, Jason knows that little square out there better than anybody I've ever seen. When he's in close, he does not miss. 60-44, and a steal by Ryan Edie on the other end. Edie comes down with it. Wahoo is at the 60-point mark right now. Edie gives to Johnston in the corner. Dvorak, lob inside, and the ball gets tipped out of bounds. They're going to point to Schuyler's direction. They'll point Schuyler's way. Ball was supposed to be grabbed by Glock, but again, I've told you about the size Schuyler has inside. They got the hands up very well. Dvorak, though, steals the basketball, lobs it to Glock. Taken away by Gall, though. Gall stripped Jason clean that time. Pulls up at 16 feet, drops the basket. So nice play on both ends by Jeff Gall. 60-46 now. 5:50 to go in the ball game, and Edie deals it out to Dvorak. Back to Edie. They can get it into Hoffman if they work it. Out to Johnston. Back to Edie. Lob in. Now they've got it to Hoffman. Hoffman turns it around the right side and drops it. That was the play we were looking for right there, because Hoffman had the position that he wanted. 62-46. Hoffman has 13 today. Shot from way outside by Gall. He drills a three. So Gall is coming on. He's in double figures with 10. He had a bad minute earlier in the game. He just had a very nice 32nd. Edie off to Dvorak, back to Edie. Edie passes up the three-point try. Beautiful pass inside to Glock, turns it around for the hoop. And we have a whistle. It could be a timeout. We'll wait and see. It's going to be a timeout on the court. I believe Wahoo takes this one. 64-49. We'll be back in a minute.
You can run for speed. You can run for distance. So you can
64-49 right now with 5 minutes and 9 seconds to go in this contest from the Devaney Center. Wahoo up by 15 and looking pretty comfortable right now. But give Schuyler a lot of credit. They've played very well today. They have been beaten by as much as about 50, I believe, in the last contest. So a great performance by them, and congratulations on the trip to state. And the near turnover by Corey Stowe. He's under pressure. They trapped him out near midcourt. The basketball off the foot of Peterson now, and it'll go back to Wahoo. So Stowe was able to get out of trouble, but in giving off to Peterson, he lost the basketball. Under 5 minutes now, and Ryan Edie has the basketball in his hand. Looks to get it into Hoffman or into Glock. They're dominating the inside right now. Here's Glock underneath, turns it around off the glass. That's 34 points. 34 points. He had 2 in the first period. 66-49. He has more than half of the Wahoo points. No surprise there. Give off to Stoll, right side. Stoll takes it in, tries to dish it off, throws it right into the hands of Mike Dvorak. Back to Edie on the other end. Johnston. Johnston has the Glock right in front of him. Cross court to Dvorak. Dvorak pulls up, lobs it into Johnston. Hoffman in the middle is going to be called for another call. Johnston for the travel. 66-49. I thought they had Hoffman for a 3-second violation, but they called traveling instead. And Jeff Gall comes back in. In the second half, the Wahoo Warriors have gotten 23 points from Jason Glock, and they've scored 27 in the half. The other 4 by Randy Hoffman. 4 minutes left in the ball game here. 66-49. Morale gives inside to Peterson. Got Dvorak to leave the ground, and a nice pass for Peterson across to Gall. Gall with 2 more points, but give credit to Peterson for the play there. 66-51. Mike Dvorak off to Glock. Around the bend to Edie. Lob inside Glock. Jason down the lane, 6 foot away, puts it up and in. It'll count. Jason Glock with 2 more. And he has been one busy young man out there. The offense for Wahoo certainly is based around Jason Glock. If you can get him the ball, why go anywhere else? That's pretty much the feeling. He's so doggone good inside. He has 12 points in the fourth quarter already. He had 13 in the third quarter. He had 11 in the second quarter. And he's getting close to 40 here. Rolls the free throw up and in there. I've got to use somebody else's column here just to get his points on the board. 13 has 37 now in the game. Kildare on the other end throws up a shot well short. And Dvorak down with the rebound. 69-51. Edie brings it down to the top of the key. Into Glock in the lane. Back to Edie. Ryan will try the 3 off the front of the rim. And Ryan needs to shoot a couple of those to get his rhythm back. Rebound off to Schuyler. 3:19 to go. Down the other end, Vavricek throws it up and hits it. Vavricek very quietly now has picked up 8 points in the second half, excuse me. Here's Johnston with the basketball. Lobs inside Glock, down the middle. And they're going to call a travel possibly? No, they're going to say a foul. They're going to call a reaching foul and send Jason Glock back to the line. Gall or Kildare, I'm not sure which. 69-53. And at the line, it'll be Jason Glock. Jason will have the 1-and-1 on the morning, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is Jason's 10th trip to the line. He's 6 out of 9 right now. 6 out of 9. A chance here to pick up 2 more and get close to 40 in this ball game. Shot up and in. He has 38, and the score is 70-53. Just a great performance by the entire squad. They know where to put the ball and when to put it there. Second free throw up and in. 39 points for Glock. 3 minutes straight up left in this one. With the basketball, Vavricek for the Schuyler Warriors off to Kildare. An 18-point game. Gall in the corner fires up the 3. Way off the mark. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up and in off the glass and makes it work. 14 points now for Jeff Gall. With the basketball for Wahoo. Out front, Johnson in the corner to Edie. Now underneath to Glock, and Glock has it tipped out of bounds. He was at point-blank range, but the ball was stripped away from him. I'll guarantee you there are a lot of coaches from around the area and around the country looking at Jason Glock and drooling right now, but guys, stay away. He's only a junior. Glock in the middle, nearly loses the basketball that time. Edie gets it back. Johnston around to Dvorak in the corner. Edie, he'll try the 3. Ryan's shot is way off the mark once again, so he's been short. Again, it might be a wise idea for him to get back, take a couple more shots as he tips the pass out of bounds for Schuyler. Schuyler will get it back. Ryan is such an effective three-point shooter that it opens things up for Jason Glock. In the ballgame, by the way, Trent Toline for Wahoo. Randy Hoffman comes back in to replace Mike Dvorak. 71-55, 2 minutes and 16 seconds left on the clock, and a shot up and in by Schuyler. That shot was Morale, his 6th point in the game. On the other end, here comes Johnson. Tried for the shot. He's going to be fouled. First shot of the ball game that I can recall for Troy Johnston, but he had to take that when he was wide open in the lane. Then he got hammered from the backside. Jeff Gall picks up his 2nd foul in the game. And Johnston will go to the line for the 1-and-1, or maybe 2. We'll wait and see what they give him. They're going to say 2. Johnston has yet to score in the game. Throws one up and bounces off the back. Too strong. He won't score on that one. 71-57. The score a lot closer than a lot of people would have estimated. But again, this is a state tournament, and all you have to do is win. Second shot is rolled up and out of there by Johnston as well. He missed them both. 2 minutes now on the clock. Gall throws a cross-court Kildare. He's taken a couple from there. This time he does not. Vavricek wants a 3-point try, and he rolls it up and out of there. Rebound to Peterson. They're going to call Peterson for his foul number 5. Scott Peterson will leave the game. Pushed off on the rebound, they say. And that will send a Warrior down to the other end. So again, credit Scott Peterson in the ball game. 11 points for Peterson. The coach has done in a good ball game and a great season for Scott Peterson as well. He's a 6'1 senior, so he fouls out in his final game, but he did help engineer getting Schuyler down here to the state tournament. Troy Johnston, who just missed a pair of free throws, says, Jiminy Christmas, give me a chance and a couple of more if you would. And that's where he's at now, free throw up and in. So he will score in the ball game, maybe a couple of times. 1:52 to go, 72-57. Second one is off the front of the rim, rebounded by Randy Hoffman in the lane. Right-hand shot up and off, no good. Morale gets it out to Gall on the rebound. Gall tries to go around. Edie, 15-footer right side, too strong. Jason Glock with a big rebound. Jason has gone the entire way, 72-57. Everybody else has been replaced except the Glock. He may be replaced now. Jason out of 3-point range. Cross-court inside to Hoffman. Beautiful pass for Jason, and Hoffman can't get it to fall. Kildare with the rebound. 1:20 to go. Wahoo is trying to get somebody in for Glock, but they have to wait till the ball movement stops. Kildare throws up a 3-point shot from way outside. He now has 19 on the game, including 3 bombs from way out there. For a big guy, he shoots lights out from way outside. Schuyler tips the ball out of bounds. Wahoo will get it with 1:09 to go, and it's going to be Troy Johnston coming out, not Jason Glock. Glock on the sideline. Scott Latham coming back in. We'll see who he replaces. And Latham replaces Randy Hoffman, so Hoffman will get a good round of applause from the Wahoo fans. And Bernie Enbody comes in to give Ryan Edie his first break of the ball game. Edie and Glock had gone the route. Jason Glock still in the ball game. 72-60 right now. They lead it by 12 A game effort by Schuyler. Glock pulls up at the free throw line, puts it up right-handed, hits it. He's over 40, now with 41 in the contest. And 74-60. So each time Schuyler wanted to do something, Jason Glock said, wait a minute, not on my time, you're not going to. Corey Stahl throws up a right-hand shot, whistle, and a foul on Latham. That's going to be Scott Latham's third foul. And there are 49 seconds left on the clock. Schuyler is going to fall. Wahoo is going to win this ball game and advance to the second round tomorrow at 1:30 on this same court. And they will face the winner of Lincoln Pius and Lexington. And you have to wonder, as Jeremy Kildare leaves the ball game with 19 points for Schuyler, a great performance by that young sophomore. You have to wonder whether or not Wahoo would like to face Pius tomorrow or Lexington. I don't think they care. Now Jason Glock comes out of the ball game along with Scott Latham, and a great round of applause and standing ovation from a lot of the Wahoo fans. 41 points. I'll retabulate that in a minute as Corey Stahl hits the first free throw. 74-61. 41 points is right for Jason Glock. Second free throw up and out of there. Brought down by Wahoo. 43 seconds to go. A lot of backups in the game now for the Warriors. With the basketball inside, Trent Toline turns it around and hits the bucket. But Toline's a talent. We mentioned that. He hits that one pretty easily. 76-61.